but now we are back and ready to get onto the Rift here for game number 3. And the fans here as well, certainly sounding pretty ready to get back onto the Rift.
With Poke around mid lane, and we see Vi's going mid lane, but Owner's bottom, and they're going for it.
Yeah, Mako's going to turn up here as they're at least looking to gank a plate towards this bottom side, as there is the knock up, and down goes the Shy. There's first blood for Owner on this Xin Zhao. This is what we wanted to see out of this, guys. Now Mako could be in trouble as well, but instead, T1 going to take their prize and back away, moving towards. And if we have a look at the CS margins between the two bottom laners, although one of them is missing, it is pretty close. Another Zenith Blade going to connect, but already a lot of damage onto Mako, but Faker is already dead. Owner gets the knock up and takes down the Leona in trade. Now Kerio and Gumayusi moving in as well. Wind becomes lightning, doing so much work, and the handshake holds onto the Shy. As now IG looking to turn it around. He's going to silence himself. Kerio gets taken out. They traded for the Rumble, then the bailout. It secures Owner his life, and he gets himself out of there. Gumayusi now trying to deal with Rookie, whose way is getting a bunch of work done. The flash forward from Guma, he's crazy. And Rookie's going to be able to get himself
in game 3, and it's very heavily in favor of T1, this blood, Atlas.
Yeah, the Shy is unhinged, man. He just goes for anything that's a potential play. As now Faker eats another Zenith Blade, but now Kerio going to be moving over alongside him. But there is the ulti out of Rookie, doing so much work with the bailout. Can they actually keep him alive? The answer's no. Rookie gets the kill. And this way could become a problem as this game goes on.
The level 6 advantage for Rookie here.
Now the grand entrance, the hero's entrance, going to come on through. Justice Punch to catch up to Mako. The bear is thrown down. And Faker's like, you can have my bear. I'm just going to go back to the wave.
Yeah, a little vengeance there from the mid ganks that Mako's been throwing towards Faker's way. Gets the bear over the wall, secures the kill here onto Mako, and probably secures this dragon.
Yeah,
meanwhile, I do want to say that, point out, look at that top lane, because the mini-map there, Smolder just been having a very easy time up alone. We haven't had the camera up here by Gala. That's what Smolder wants, you know. It's in a matchup versus a melee champ, stacking away, and, you know, good experience for it. Wait.
Oh dear, handshake comes on back through here onto the Shy. Equalizer goes down. There's the Crescent Guard as Owner trying to keep himself alive. He gets the smite down onto the dragon. As now they go in, Wei looking for the engage angle, but the bailout is going to be there. Gumayusi keeps himself alive! And Mako will be able to take him down with the help of Rookie off to the side. The Shy on no health, as Faker will once again claim some revenge. One little Q is going to be enough to do it, and Owner takes down the Shy underneath his turret, and so they get the Drake and they win out in the fight.
Owner goes for the chase. He flashes for it.
Galio has been historically pretty good into the Rumble. Finally, we are actually seeing those two champions going head-to-head. It has a bunch of the items that makes you feel a lot better in the matchup as well. There's a whole bunch of buttons going to be pressed, and you can see that Rookie feeling very good about his position in this game. And as you mentioned before, Owner, he is going to be able to take down this dragon. Let's see whether this is going to be the cease and desist that will actually work, and it does in the blink of an eye. Tibbers gets angry. The Doran on the Galio combo, but Wei's going to make his way down towards the bottom side, and Doran on the Galio is on our screen, but not for long, as the Shy is going to be able to burn him down. Just checkmate as the jungler walks in.
Yep, nicely done, pretty easy.
And with the fact that this game is slowed down, I can't help but feel like T1 need to be starting to get nervous.
Yeah, the big thing for T1 is, like, how are they going to force the issue here?
Whoa, there's a flash taunt as Owner's going to move on up to try and take down the Shy. They're walking down the red carpet. He flashes away. The Winds of War comes in, and there's the knock-up. 3 Talon strike, and down goes the Shy.
So, without the flash, like, they're really going to be counting on flash engages on the side of T1 to close distance on the Smolder, on the Wei, that are going to be so powerful, so...
There is Rookie finding some pot shots here, and it's very difficult for T1 to deal with long-range poke.
Poke.
Gala already starting to do damage here as the redemption comes through to get the health bar back up and ready here for Owner, and they have to be decisive, and they are going to be so. As the ulti comes on down there from Owner, Mako taking a lot of damage as Mom will be the follow-up just to zone them away from the area. This is soul point for T1, but they've already invested quite a lot into this play as Faker, without that flash, like you said earlier, is going to turn up. And it's going to be an honest 5v5. The equalizer is there for the Shy. We'll see whether he can layer it in well. as Gumayusi standing in front, wanting to try and find an angle as they are able to take down the Dragon. There's Soul Point, but there is the equalizer down as well from IG. Not necessarily getting the work done that they wanted to, though, as the Bear is going to crash on top of the Rumble. He's the first to go down as Gumayusi grabs a kill in the fight, and it's Doran staying alive for so long. IG, that was not the play you were looking for.
Yeah, that was definitely not it. The Shy walks in, he gets blown up right into Tibbers, right into T1. They actually get all of their kills. 3 people down on the side of IG. T1 are gonna just explode with the gold here.
Towers. Yeah, this tower is gonna explode as well, Kobe. Down this one will go. And Gumayusi is...
cooldown here for Galio ult to come up and then Force.
We'll see whether they do look for that angle, as you do have Heroic Entrance able to move him from the mid lane, so extra pressure available here for T1 as the Chu goes wide. And Snare is going to connect onto Ona, but damage onto the Xin Zhao isn't exactly the most permanent. Okay, the flash in from Ona, he finds the knock-up, they chase after Gala. Redemption, can it get the kill as Hostile Takeover comes on through as well? Gala surviving for a very long time. The flash forward from Gumayusi, though, puts him down, and Rookie will follow suit. Both carries in the blink of an eye, and this one is firmly in T1's hand.
Just blow it wide open. IG had been stacking so well. I mean, now Smolder, is 236, but they've lost all this big, advantage of gold lead that they had and all of everything that was going for IG. Now it's T1 with very large item advantage off the gold, and Dragon Soul coming imminently.
And Hextech Soul will mean that this poke composition is going to struggle a little bit to maintain their position, right? Because it's all about holding on to the phalanx, hold the line, as it were, as the Hextech's going to be leaving Ona out to dry. Now Gala flaps over the wall. It's so much damage, though. Still, Circle not going to be saving the Xin Zhao, and that is shut down money over to Rookie.
That Hex technology is dangerous, Atlas.
It certainly
They warned
is.
us against this in Arcane.
We learnt about it from Arcane. It's now Rookie. Oh no, you should have learnt about it as well. Doran going to be able to finish him off. He's now in an awkward position, but they don't have to deal with the Hui, who's such a problem. Faker finds the angle onto the Rumble, and somehow their most fed member dying turned into an inhibitor turret?
Yeah, T1 are just going to flash on you. Everyone flashing over walls here. Doran flashes in, Faker flashes in, T1, they actually even take, wait, Dragon's going down.
Yep, they were looking for the Dragon here. Hostile Takeover will be avoided for now, but it's a double taunt beautifully placed here by Doran. It is Wade denying the soul, but they also managed to get themselves out. The Hex Gates are going to come on through, as well as Gala is going to survive on about 10 health and get out with the highway robbery. I don't think it's going to save the game, but it was pretty funny as another one comes in and Faker says, yeah, fool me once. Yeah, fool me twice. No, that's not going to happen. As Vaultbreaker gets way over the wall, and Ona has respawned and will be able to take down the Vi. Wants to be able to hand the kill over, but isn't going to do so, and will be able to secure it here. 18-8 is the kill score. Like, infinite scaling is a thing that we're going to have to deal with later and later into the game. So T1 still feeling like that clock does exist. 5,000 gold is pretty good for 25 minutes, but it doesn't look good for 35 minutes. And so let's see what kind of moves T1 are going to be able to make, as the Baron has been up for 2 minutes time. And you can imagine they do want to claim control of the area, try and force this objective as best they can. Look for some turns. Hexgate's going to come on through here as Ona makes his way over. Gala up pretty far. It looks like T1 are just going to start it. Okay, Rookie gets some damage down onto Faker. Heroic Entrance comes on in. Faker survives for such a long time as it's Jungler for mid laner. And I think T1 are feeling pretty good about that. No smite left on the Rift, and T1 are back on the objective again.
Yeah, they're going to force IG to come to them.
All right, Hostile Takeover comes through. The immediate cleanse out from Gala, though, who's doing a lot of work. Gumayusi just dives into the front line. I don't know whether that's a good call, as the taunt is going to go wide. Now Gumayusi has to avoid everything as the ulti from Ona. He goes down into his GA, and they take out Mako. I don't know how this is working, but it's looking pretty good at the moment for T1. But the shutdown comes in. The answer from Gala, and T1 will have to back away.
Ooh, Gala able to kind of clutch here. I mean, honestly, I thought Ona was going to stay in when he revived from his GA. Maybe it's a miscommunication.
They were looking for, and it almost looked like they were able to claim it.
Now IG.
Not in the end. Oh man, I am so scared of Gala. This little dragon just does so much damage. They've started off the Baron themselves now, but they're looking for a turn angle. Gala taking a lot of Baron damage, as we can see. Doran getting in amongst it immediately. Regrets that decision, is able to flash his way out. But that is a big cooldown. You mentioned flash engages are what T1 are all about. That is not going to be available here for the Galio. Keria moving on over. They want to take control of this as Keria is well and truly far up in this lane as they look for the Shy. He flashes out of the way of the taunt. That looks pretty good for Gumayusi. He's able to finish him off. Still, Rookie does so much damage and he's held in place as Wei says no to Gumayusi, and he's so much more important to this team than the Shy is to IG. As long as Gala is alive, IG can win fights.
Oh man, they have to commit so far to get the kill.
As we can see here, and Gala getting pretty close as well. The flash over the wall there from Wei as they're looking to try and take down the enemy jungler, and Wei, there's just no option. He's staying alive for a long time, but there's no follow-up, there's no option. And IG now just a man down and a smite down for this next fight. Ona looking a little bit lower, but he has that GA back off cooldown once again, and they're on the Baron once more. Doran, is he going to get turned on as Gala does a lot of damage, as you can see there. The Slurkle slows him down, and now Faker looking to chase them out of this river. Hostile takeover just to buy the space, and the Purple Worm will be the reward. But you wouldn't know it from what we're seeing in this game as a teleport to bring the Galio back. That might be the opportunity. This could be a 50-50 as Ona in position, but he wants to start the fight instead. They take down the Drake. That's going to be the soul for T1, and Maker limping out as cease and desist is going to do nothing at all. Faker just throws the fire away, and Rookie goes down on the back end, and T1 just steamroll them.
Guma got the soul, and T1 are gonna get the game. The Shy's running, but there's nowhere for him to flee. T1 will walk inside the base.
Yep, they're just gonna push this minion wave forward, and it looks like match point for T1. Our fourth seed from the LCK will crash down these Nexus turrets and see whether they can, in fact, make it to the Swiss stage and hold on to hope for 3 in a row. We'll take another Nexus going down, though, and IG, they do tend to like it on the ropes.